how to listen to the trees when they are telling you that an enemy is approaching, and how to waltz in the high fairy fashion, swept up on the wind, gliding a foot or more above the earth. He taught me the proper way to curtsy before his mothers, the queen and queen consort of the fairies. For when he brought me before them one day, after he had vanquished the dreadful hunting beast who was known for snatching fairies from their beds and eating them up, with his silver sword and scabbard, with his shield blessed by the great ensorceler of the hidden moon, he would slay the monster that came hunting every few years and free his people from its chilling shadow. And once he had completed this most noble quest, one cannot become a hero without a quest, he told me. There would be a feast that lasted days and weeks held in his honor, and there would be song and dance and revelry that would light up the night sky as if it were noon. He told me I was invited. But he was still very young and still in training, hardly older or stronger than me, a girl of only 12 and a half. "We must be patient," said the fairy prince to me, "because I will have one chance to kill the hunting beast, and only a fairy full-grown can do it. Only a man, and not a boy, even if he was a prince." "And why must you be the one to slay the creature?" I asked, my heart tangling with fear for him. "Why can't the queen do it, or the queen consort, or some other soldier so you don't have to be in such danger?" The fairy prince smiled in that way that made me blush down to the bones in my cheeks, and he leaned very close. "Because it was foretold, my Gemma Belle, that the very bravest of knights would vanquish the beast once and for all, and the stars are never wrong." He called me that, his Gemma Belle, and it was like a song. I didn't tell Mama any of what he told me, because I wanted these things for only the two of us to share, the fairy prince and me. But I didn't like keeping secrets from her. It made my throat feel raw. So that night, while she brushed my hair, I told her just a little, just about the fairy feast we'd have after he slayed the hunting beast, about the music and the dancing. I longed to show her how I would curtsy before the queen and her wife, but she would not stop brushing my hair. "And why must the prince murder this hunting beast?" she said when I was done, in a tone like anger, but under glass. And I didn't like that one word she'd said. Murder. The fairy prince never said murder, only slay or kill or defeat. A noble act. Heroic. Murder, though. It made me shiver and made my heart spin. Dizzy. "It is for glory," I said, and that was a word I liked. Glory. Glorious. It had a melody. I let myself get wrapped up in the fantasy. Fairy lights and vining waltz, the prince's hands in mine. Mama watched me in the mirror, watched me with her wide, dark eyes that could see things about me that even I didn't know. "Maybe," I began, but my voice was too loud, and I lowered it. Quiet, like sleep. "Maybe, at the end of the night, he will even give me a kiss?" Mama finished for me, just as the brushing was done. 100 slow strokes, no more and no less. My scalp tingled where the bristles had been, almost painful. Mama looked at me in the mirror, unsmiling, tilting her head so that a lock of dark hair fell across her neck like a wound. "Go to bed now," she said. "Sleep well." Strange, but when she said these words, I was still sitting on the stool, and the next moment I was tucked up in bed. I didn't remember the walk up the stairs, or changing into my nightgown, or even laying my head upon the pillow. I had been telling her something while she brushed my hair. But what? That night I dreamed of berries, crushed underfoot. In the morning, a Saturday. I wanted to play outside, but Mama said no.